Now, wait a minute. Y'all have had 2.5 hours of standing there. Anybody got a question? Are you prepared for your meeting? Are you prepared to do anything? Are you prepared for anything?
You got to coach us up.
Boy, everybody always wants something for nothing.
Well, how are we looking, Coach?
Better. Learn to compete. Physical. Made some real good play. I know Nigel Bradham on the goal line made a heck of a play. Jacoby McDaniel made a heck of a play down there. Being a good runner, too. Did some really nice things. Guys were pulling a pin, learning to compete and making plays. And we got, we still make some mistakes, but competed well. Got physical at times when we needed to. And the effort was very good today. I liked it.
Can you tell the consistency levels going up?
Much, yes. And it's hard right now because now is what we got to grind and push them because now is when they're getting tired. I mean, it's going in, that's 6 practices, going into 7. That's where your mind drifts. That's where it's easy to just take the easy way out and, let's play every play. That's the only thing. You just become habit, how we play.
Do you like the 2-a-days because it pushes them a little bit more?
Yeah, I do. I still think it's a great mental conditioning deal, and it's a great challenge for guys to understand how to push themselves. Until you hit the limit, you never know what you're capable of, and that's what we got to push them to.
What will you do with the second practice today?
We'll probably go shells second practice. It'll be more of situational, more. Today was more first and second. Now it'll be more second long, third and long, or maybe some red zone type stuff, or maybe a little 2-minute. Getting some 2-minute situations in the game, more of a skill practice. I say that's a bad word. It's still physical. Don't say that. Everything's physical no matter what you do. But maybe throw the ball a little more.
Your shells or shorts?
Shells. I always want to protect those thighs. I get them daggone thigh bruises, boy.
You guys have a lot of guys working in the corner. Do you think is somebody going to emerge, or do you think that's going to be?
I think there's quite a few of them emerging. And I think in heat and conditions and the depth that you're developing there and the ability to play nickel, dime, and different things that you got to do, I think that's a big factor.
You talk about Xavier. I mean, people didn't see him last year because he had the injuries, but he's a guy that's got a lot.
He's got a lot. He's a real deal. He's going to be a good. He's learned to be consistent things, but he can pressure. He's physical for a guy that's 210 pounds. He can move like the little guys. And then he can jam in and play with the big guys. He's got a chance to be a very good player. Just got to continue to work on it.
What are those things that he's got to work?
Just technique. He never was a corner. You know what I mean? Little things that you gain experience, and you see him every day. The thing he is now, has one competitive son of a gun. He's got pride, he's competitive, and he can close on the ball when it's in the air. He can pull out those hips now. I think he's got a chance to be a really good player.
Is anything new on McCray or Presley?
Yeah, they're going to both be out for the season. Both are ACLs. So both those guys will be going for the season.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. Well, Moses too. I mean, Moses can't stay healthy. Neither one was hit. They were just cuts on the field. I mean, neither one had a guy around them. They just stuck their foot in the ground and it went out. Unfortunate, very unfortunate because they're both great kids.
How does that impact you?
Kind of thin in the interior.
Not really. We still got 5, 6 guys. Yeah, we still got 6 guys. They play 2 at a time. No, we got the guys are developing. DeMonte's coming on very well. Cam Irvin and Darius coming. Those guys are going to be good players. Darius is really physical inside. He's 290 pounds. Great body. Of course, the top 3 guys are Jacoby and Cam and Everett in there, and then
I guess what I meant was you're thin on experience.
Well, yeah, you got 3 guys that play a lot, and then the 4th guys will develop. And that's you go to college football today, you really go across the board about every position. About every position's like that. Very few positions do you have a lot of depth, a lot of guys that play.
Did Tavares apply for a season?
I'm not sure about that. We'll have to check and see.
Does that mean more one of the freshmen probably less apt to redshirt, or both on? I'm talking about the 2 freshman tackles. You talk about Cameron and.
We'll see. But I mean, one or 2 of them, they need to get in there and play. We'll see. They can play, they'll play. We'll see as that goes. That's too early to make that call.
Yeah. Anything with Spurlock? Just got there.
No. He just precautionary deal. He'll be back. It's fine. There's nothing. He'll be back. I promise.
What about your special teams? Just the stuff you're doing at the beginning of practice. I mean, can you tell they're growing from it?
Yeah, they are, because we got to get our guys to understand we're an athletic football team, in my opinion. So we ought to be able to cover well, block well. We have great returners, and I think we got very good kickers. So it's something we're trying to really put emphasis on, and it's 1/3 of the game. And I think we can win that yardage battle. We want to win that yardage battle every game to help our offense and defense where they start. So that when your calls you make, being aggressive, doing the things you got to do.
Brought Dax Dillon back in. This guy who I believe has a little bit of experience, and then you've got Chris Revel, who was a pretty solid, even though he never played last year.
At the end of the year, he was snapping as good as the starter was last year. And he's coming on good. Dax is doing a good job. Dumar, they're all 3 got 3 guys in there battling, and to have 3 snappers on your football team, that's a blessed thing, because you never know when one of those guys get hurt.
What do you like best about where the defense is right now?
the aggression, and I see the lack of mistakes as we go into it. They're playing with pride. I think they're getting understanding. They're starting to play together. I like the intensity level. I really do, and I think we can be physical.